Getting ready to go start feeding all the animals. When I'm done with that, I'll switch vehicles and start cleaning all the stalls and everything that need done. And then we'll figure out what else needs done after that. I came by and picked up the meds for some of the horses that are out in the field. And then once I'm done, I'll come back and feed these guys. The feed list is, the way they've got it is bouncy all over. Six is 1 scoop of senior. Miri gets some Tri-Hist and some supplements every day for allergies and different things, and some electrolytes. So. Hi, Mary. Good morning, Benjamin. It's Fridays. It's today. Just finished up here in the vet barn. I got everybody with their food, got all the cats done. When I come back to clean here after a while, I'll end up doing Benjamin's wound and taking care of him then. But we got a couple more outside to do, and then we got to go finish up quarantine. Then we'll come back down and switch gears. Glimmer. Okay, 2 scoops, half scoop. Yeah. How you doing today, Glimmer? Feeding is done. Now we're going to switch into the other vehicle and go clean now. Today's the Keith show because I'm the only outside person here. Yay! All right, what was I doing? I'm done with the dogs. Now we got a couple stalls in the training barn, a couple stalls in the vet barn. I think that'll be it for cleaning anyway.
While Kory was showing Turnip for an adoption appointment, we found out that she has a puncture wound. So we are going to get an x-ray of her puncture wound so that we can send it to Dr. Nancy.
Got it. Yeah, so we'll send these to Dr. Nancy, but as a not vet, it just looks normal to me. Looks like a little baby bone.
Bones look amazing in these x-rays. Of course, we are not vets.
No, we are not.
We are not.
Dr. Nancy can tell us what's going on with this.
Yeah.
Those look
But
awesome.
I know what crazy looks like, and I see no crazy.
Nice x-rays.
It's cute. It's very cute for a baby.
Okay, we're good?
Yes, thank
We're good, thank you, Kory.
Let's get out of here. Come on, kid.
Not here anymore. We just got a pig surrender and we are getting ready to unload it.
We are going to corral a pig off of a trailer. Hope that nobody gets ran over.
Go on, horse trainer. Treasure.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, we have experience with pigs. I try to help him catch pigs. She says no. I don't know if it's a she or not, but I'm saying it's a she, and she say no.
That's not a baby, that's a babo.
Your boy, you're offended right now. Sorry. Okay, let's go. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me see if I can move back that just a little bit. Did she have a comment?
All right, I think we're good. Let's close this up.
I had the other pig with food going up, and he was all the way, well, he would go all the way up to where that food pile is right there and eat, and then leave. And so, I got him into the trailer until I got this guy. Now the little guy is too smart. We'll see if I get him.
Yeah, we'll see.
What do you think, Kory?
Oh, we've had pigs here in the past. I don't think we've had a pig that big here before, though. So we'll see what it needs and go from there. So we have a 12-horse surrender here right now. They're coming from Texas, but we're gonna get them all unloaded up here. Dr. Nancy, who's off at, I think it's a further education course. She's still reachable by phone, so we're gonna get these pictures to her and make sure we do what's best for these horses that are coming in.
This little guy is a stallion, so he's gonna have to be put by himself. The rest of them we're gonna get photos and put them out in the pasture together for now. As soon as we get photos and some videos if possible. Baby teeth. All right, you already got, did you already get his pictures, Kory?
Yes, I already did. This would be Jupiter. Says she's 15. They're all acting about the same. They're acting, well, besides the stud. Well, the stud was kind of acting a little weird too, but they're all acting like they haven't had much really handling, which is never fun, especially when you get to the older ages like 15. It does make it a little bit more difficult. This is Paxton. And Paxton is 6 years old. That's according to the paperwork. But Paxton does not seem to have any handling, so we're gonna have to get him in the squeeze chute just to be able to get a look at his teeth. He's gonna, I don't know, Faye's doing great. So Faye knows how to operate the camera. She knows how to edit. She knows how to clean stalls, and she's not afraid to clean stalls. That's a good plus there. She knows how to operate the squeeze chute. Keith was having trouble with that earlier.
I'm not up here very often.
Yeah, I know. He didn't even know it was labeled. I labeled him a year and a half ago. Hi. I know, you have to be in here squeezed because you're wild and you'd probably jump out if we didn't do this. If he wouldn't have been in the squeeze chute, then he probably would have tried to jump out by now.
Yeah, he'd tried to come up and over for sure.
So all we need to do is get pictures of his teeth. That's why we're doing this. He won't let us handle him any other way, so this is kind of what we have to do in order to get these entered. And it does look like he has baby teeth on the outsides there still. So that's all we needed. Ooh, buddy, you okay? That's all we needed. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. So when we were looking at the radar earlier, it said that there was a high wind warning, and it said there was a potential threat for tornadoes, but the threat for tornadoes was pretty low. As I'm seeing clouds start to circle, and yeah, this does not look good. It looks very ominous out here, and I don't know what a tornado looks like before a tornado hits.
Well, kind of the pinkish purplish clouds.
Kind of like that.
Something like that.
Kind of just like this.
Something like that. The one that came through brushy, there was several years ago. There was it looked like a whole bunch of bubbles in the clouds. Looked like bubbles, and it had a greenish hue to it. I came through brushy, and 5 minutes later, the tornado ripped brushy up. Okay, everybody against the stall.
I think there is a tornado right here, honestly. Those trees are looking bad.
Look at this big pine tree.
And it's moving.
It's moving. The whole clear down almost to the base.
There's no tornado watches, and there's no tornado warnings. It's just raining and the wind's going pretty crazy. It's raining on my face. I think I got everything I need on her. Oh wow, Keith, look at this.
Yeah.
That's what's hitting us right now.
Oh yeah, all that red coming through.
We're gonna get it done eventually. Might be a few less trees over there, but we'll get it done. You gotta love Tennessee. It can be burning hot, and you're sweating all day, and it starts raining like this. It cools you down immediately. You're still soaking wet. And then when the rain stops, it's even more humid. It's the twins. It's Haley and Mason. They came to check on us, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, there is lightning touching down all around us right now. We just saw a really big lightning bolt come down. It looked like it was just on the air side of the hill on the air side of our property here. And there was another one just there. So we're in the best spot we could be right now, just moving horses. Well, I guess the office is out of power and so is the rest of the property.
I came in right at
And then I was like, I gotta go.
We just lost power a few seconds ago, and it's pretty hectic.
I was writing a letter to a little girl, and that comes before the storm.
That's true.
Oh, Macy, what's going on here?
It's raining.
Oh,
It's storming. It's raining.
that's it.
I was just out there taking photos for photos of the day, and
And it just blew.
I saw it coming in, so I decided to come back this way, and it hit about the time I walked inside. So how fast those clouds are moving.
My thank you letters.
The what?
My thank you.
The thank you letters.
I ran to the mailbox to save my thank you letters.
Oh.
And oh, that one's good. We love our supporters, and we take our thank you letters very seriously.
As you can see, Caitlin saved
I
us.
ran out in the lightning storm for y'all.
Wow, thank you, Caitlin.
It's wet. It's cold. I almost had a heart attack running to the mailbox to get thank you letters,
Huh?
but we're all safe. The
Okay.
horses are safe.
Ooh, you feel that too? Well, the ground just got hit by lightning very close to us, and Keith and I just felt the effects from the touching the chute. So I'm wondering if we should just be done for now. Because we both just got shocked pretty good. It's not as bad as that, like, 220 from a house, but it was still pretty good.
It was a nice tingle. Right up there.
Yeah, that's about where I got it. Now my
arm
ears,
was right there.
now my ears are ringing too. Well,
Did you get a little tickle too?
he's even standing on top of that rubber mat there.
I was kneeling on it, but it didn't do no good because this foot was in the water.
Holy cow. Felt like a really delayed reaction that one too. Holy cow.
Looks like the power's back on. I just noticed that some of the barn lights on down at the shelters back up, and we tested the chute, and it seems to be working. So he's going to download a few things, and we're going to let the last horse out.
Holy cow. Well, we have some stuff to fix first, and then we're going to get them run down there. Where was your phone at?
Sitting on the seat, and then it got blown onto the. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow.
So it started out pretty smoothly, just pretty routine. They're getting them in to just get pictures in. This is one of the biggest surrenders that we've had in a while, at least when it comes to horses. I think the last one we had that was kind of similar to this was when we got the 10 Mustangs surrendered back in 2021. But everything was going great, and then the storm started hitting. We thought there was a tornado on top of us for a minute. We went and took shelter in the stall. Keith and I were working on getting one of the horses, and I guess a lightning strike happened to be pretty close to us, and we both felt the effects of it, but we're okay. We've both been hit by electricity before, and we both probably had it a lot worse than that. So we're done, we're just wrapping up. I just rescued myself down. I've got to change of clothes down there as well. We're just gonna make sure that we have everything picked up, and then we're gonna head back down.
Here with Turnip, and Turnip has a puncture wound. It looks like an older puncture wound, but we're gonna clean it out and put some cream on it, and hopefully she heals up really good. So per Dr. Nancy's direction, we're going to put Turnip in a stall here in the vet barn so that she can be treated for her wound daily. And we're gonna put some butte powder in her feed to help keep her comfortable. We have a pig surrender potbelly pig. They brought one and now they've caught the other one. So they inherited the pigs with the house. And now we gotta try to figure out how to get them off of the trailer.
Oh, look at her. She's a lot more willing to walk.
Went very smooth, really quick. We had a horse surrender and a pig surrender all at once, and horse's surrender person is leaving, and we got these guys all taken care of, so awesome. We are just putting a little water in their stall to kind of help cool it off. It's a little warm, and he was a little overheated, so this stall kind of holds water over in that corner. So we're just gonna put a little bit of water in here, kind of like a mud puddle, so that they can cool off a little bit.
What? Pigs do not have sweat glands, so they need mud or water or something.
I went and met Judith again to get the rest of Clint's stuff for the big lick that we're now taking over. And it's a lot, again. It looks like most of this stuff, oh, we got tarps. Looks like there's gonna be a little bit of everything in these things. Oh, more files to go through. It's a year's worth of magazines. And I thought I just got my office clean from this stuff.
So where are you gonna put all this, do you think?
I have no idea. No idea. I've already got this all filled up back here, but I might have to tear my little divider down and see what I can do with the rest of this stuff. That Tawnee and I have been looking for Glimmer's paperwork, so maybe it's in this box of stuff. So we can get that taken care of.
Every single time that he goes inside his office, I always have to protect my chickens because they'll always go missing to make sure they're safe.
Doesn't look like she wants picked on. Look at that face. I'll leave her be for the time being.
Come back later?
I'm coming back later though.
I'm telling you, keep this up.
Don't mess with Isabella
Leave
today.
my ducks alone.
So it is pouring down rain right now. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a jacket and go get Nadia down here because her adopter and the transport is here. So we got Nadia loaded, her adopter came out, I believe it was with her father, and as far as I know, that's the first time Nadia has ever been led onto a trailer. She did really well. It just kind of shows you how much trust she has there. I'm really excited for Nadia, and I'm happy with how she did loading.
I am adopting a dog. We recently had an owner surrender who kind of touched my heart. She has 3 legs, so much love to give, it's not even funny. So her name is Ella now. It's not her name, from now on, this is Ella. She's gonna come home with me, and Kory said it was okay. I asked briefly.
Now, haven't you adopted a lot of animals?
I have. I've adopted a horse, Ruger, which is the first time Horse Plus ever saw me. Chip, a little pony. What else did I adopt? Lucy, who was a mama cat, and one of her babies named Tangerine. Now, I will say, I know it seems like me and Kory adopted a lot of things. She's the last one. Angela told me I've hit my limit. But me and Kory got a home with 14 acres, so we have plenty of room for new family members. We got all the paperwork filled out, and I officially own Ella, so we're gonna go get her. Speak of the devil.
What's going on here?
We got a dog.
We got a dog.
We got a dog.
Let's go look at her.
You don't seem very happy, Kory.
That's the she did it again thing.
Let's just go look at her.
Like I said, briefly talk to Kory about this.
How is it over here without me knowing about it?
I slowly have snuck her into your life without you knowing. So the lady that surrendered her said that she got hit by a car, so she only has 3 legs, but a very, very good, nice big heart.
Okay.
What did I say? Let's you can have mama and daddy. Yeah.
So that was all acting, by the way. I knew about this already, and I've already approved of it. And I've actually already been looking at prosthetic legs for that front to see
Wait,
if
really?
we can, see if we can get something so that sometimes she could even run around like a normal dog.
Or one of those doggy wheelchair things, you know?
I was
where it
looking
goes
those
under
up,
their
and they
tummy.
only have them for the back. So
Oh.
The front, I think, is harder, unless it's both front are gone.
it is, yeah. So I've been looking up some stuff to see if I could find something, but I'll have to keep my search going because Amazon doesn't really have what I'm looking for. But it'd be cool to have her be able to run around like a normal dog sometimes, so.
Her name is Ella right now. I'm renaming her Trinity. For no reason. No reason at all. But this is Trinity now.
All right, so we are here in Pennsylvania, and we're here for filming and mentoring. This organization's a really great organization, and I'm excited to get to know them more. Bonded by Strength Equine Rescue. I know the founder has an amazing story, and I'll be excited to hear more of that story. How's it been joining this network and being part of a network of horse rescues across the United States?
It's been good. I've learned a lot. Like, we've learned a lot, but it's also been good knowing that we have the network
and resources, people to reach out to when we have questions,
Yeah.
people that know what it's like to go through the day-to-day basis of scrubbing horses, cleaning your barn floods, you know, that kind of concept.
and that we're able to move horses around if we need to, doing the shelter transfers, and just being able to have the support system of the Full Circle of Life program.
This says do not enter.
This is a very feral little pony who will kick you and who will run you over. So she has one person who goes in with her, and that is actually one of our volunteers' mothers. And so she's also a volunteer. I've been trying to help her, but I help her from out here.
We're here at Bonded by Strength Equine Rescue in Pennsylvania. We're near Lancaster, so Amish country for sure. They help a lot of horses here, and not only do they have an amazing barn that's full of horses, which I think is just amazing, they are really dedicated to being a full circle life horse shelter, and we've got a full day scheduled of interviews and a whole bunch of amazing things. So Excited to see how this day goes and get to know them more. And they have baby horses too, so I'm gonna go see them. This is the nursery, and we've got babies all over in here. Hi, Mama. Hi-yo. So this one they rescued from an auction, and she was pregnant, and then she ended up having a little miniature mule, which is just adorable. Hi, precious. And we got a little donkey up here. He's following you. He does like you. So how's it been filming up here?
Oh, it's been delightful with these little guys.
Hey, you.
They're very curious. The little mini mule will actually crawl on your lap if you sit on the ground, so that's kind of fun.
Hi, you precious. Here you've got the road out there, and then you've got pastures, a really big barn, and then just some really big, nice pens.
And they're green.
And they're green.
They're very green. Lots of green grass everywhere.
Well, we're not going to give you a whole lot more videos of what's happening up here in Pennsylvania, but Bonded by Strength is one of the organizations within the network, and you'll have to watch the episode to learn all about them and the amazing work they're doing.
Oh, and did we mention that this has kind of been a really nice experience in Pennsylvania? Because our last time we were up here doing a horse thing, it wasn't so good.
Yeah, 2017 we were up here, and it was pretty chaotic. There was an accident with a Amish buggy, and that was really horrible. There was just a lot of craziness that happened, but this trip to Pennsylvania has been amazing, and we're really excited to have a full circle of life horse shelter here in Pennsylvania as part of the network, because there's a lot of horses here in Pennsylvania that need help. These are the 12 horse surrenders that came in yesterday from Texas. We are getting them microchipped. The state vet examiner is here. He's going to pull Pyrometheus, I think I said that right, test. And we're gonna spray them for ticks and get them taken care of that way. If I was doing it, I would say hold on till I get it in right, but Kory does it right every time, so that will be her microchip number.
Everything's going okay. It's going fair, in the words of Dr. Nancy. We're getting through them. Just one by one, we're taking our time. The vet's not really in a hurry today, so we're just getting them through. The ones that need to go through the squeeze chute, go through the squeeze chute. We got one in there right now. We're just waiting on Angela to get back up here. We're gonna do something. It's got a cut on its face, so we've already put some stuff on there that Dr. Nancy asked us to put on there. And we're gonna cut the forelock because the forelock is getting stuck in it, and I had to pull the entire horse's forelock out of that cut. And when I did, we realized that the cut went a lot farther up on top of its head, and it wasn't just on the forehead. It doesn't go all the way up to the pole, but it goes up pretty close. This is Junebug. This is one of the 12 surrenders that we got yesterday, and she's probably the most gentle out of the entire group. I can imagine that she is broke to ride. But we won't really know anything else about her until she comes out of quarantine, and Dr. Nancy's got a chance to take a look at her. This is Fantasy. We scanned her for a microchip like we do with all the animals before we give them a microchip, and she actually does have one, and if I'm not mistaken, it does look like a home again number, so I believe we could look it up and figure out if it was ever registered, and it would be kind of interesting to find out. So really well, the state vet came out, pulled blood. I believe he got 2 vials of blood from each horse, and they're gonna test for a few different things, I believe. All the horses actually did fairly well for the needle. There was a couple that we had to put in the squeeze chute, but we figured that would happen because there are a few in the group that don't really have much handling, but it went smooth.
I just want to kind of open up about where we are. So this is what I put down through voice to text. Do you ever feel beaten down? Like no matter what you do, nothing's working? It's kind of how this entire year has felt for me. Trying to fundraise and run this organization, raising money to rescue horses out of the slaughter pipeline. Donations are down 30% from where they were at the same time last year. I've tried cutting corners, cutting back on things, and then to top it off, Big Red, our rescue truck, died. We took Big Red to a number of mechanics, and there's nothing that can be done. We tried to get a trade-in value for it, and they won't do a trade-in because it's dead. So as I sit here thinking about the next auction that's less than a week away, with the big drop in donations, Big Red, our rescue truck, done for, and it seems like we just can't get a break. We will be going to this upcoming auction, and we will rescue as many as we can by hiring another transporter when donations are down, along with all the other expenses. Doesn't seem feasible at this point. With donations down so much this year, rescuing 20 horses from the auction this month doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. I'm not trying to complain. I know so many of you donate to support us, but with a 30% deficit amounting in almost $350,000 from the same time last year, all this year I keep thinking when I'm fundraising that the next month will be better and we will catch up. But last month was the worst fundraising month we've had this year. We're still rescuing horses from auctions, still doing all we can. But quite frankly, we can't keep rescuing as many as we were last year with the drop in donations. I know times are hard. It's not only hard for our organizations, but for organizations across the United States, animal related or not. We're still constantly asked to help animals, including owner surrenders, and with the auction less than a week away, I still feel a strong calling to go rescue as many as we can. But this month, it might only be 12 or 15. If we can't come together and make this month financially secure for the organization and for the animals we rescue and care for, as the president of this organization, I will not rescue horses that we cannot responsibly rescue and care for. All this year, I keep thinking that things will get better and that there will be an upturn in donations. I think maybe it's just because Christmas just happened. Maybe it's because tax time has happened. Maybe it's because people are going on summer vacations. But there is a financial deficit that is impacting our organization. Will I have to lay off more staff because we can't make ends meet? I met with one employee today who is in tears because she's overwhelmed with her workload. Will my overworked staff who are picking up the load from other people who are no longer here be able to keep going with the amount of workload they have? When we go to the auction, can we rescue at least 20 horses? Is there any possibility we could hire another trainer? We so desperately need another trainer to work with the horses. Kory is overworked and doing other responsibilities besides training because we're understaffed. As the president of this organization, there are so many thoughts that go through my mind constantly. And again, I don't want to feel like I'm complaining. I'm just utterly so grateful for all our donors who have stepped forward to help us accomplish all that we have accomplished this year. I'm just frustrated by the fact that there's a financial deficit that's impacting the lives of so many animals that we could change if there wasn't a financial deficit. We've had to cut back our grant program, and we've had to not help so many horses in desperate situations because we just didn't have the money to give out a grant to help that horse.
Times are hard, but I know when we go to auction and we meet the horses that will desperately need our help, everything within us will be screaming to save one more horse from a horrible fate. We have so many followers, nearly 500,000 on Facebook, over 100,000 on YouTube. If every one of our followers just donated $1, we could replace Big Red and help the countless lives that depend on us. I'm sorry that this is so long, but I just put my thoughts down and I wanted to share them with you. But I feel it's only right that I tell you where our organization is and that we're facing a 30% deficit in donations from the same time last year, which is impacting our organization, our staff, the number of animals that we can help, and the number of horses we can save. I believe in transparency, and I keep thinking that donations will pick up month after month, but I just don't see it happening. I know if our amazing supporters came together, we can continue doing amazing things. But if I don't see a pickup in donations, I'll be forced to lower capacity, meaning we can't have as many animals at our shelter because we can't rescue so many that our staff is overworked. And this may mean that I might have to continue to lay more staff off because financially at this point, we can't be worse off every month than the month before. We can't be dipping into our long-term emergency funds. As the president of the organization, it's my job to make ends meet for the organization and look out for the organization and its long-term. So please help us this month if you can and help us make up this deficit. You can help us end the month strong. With enough donations, we'll be able to go to the auction and rescue at least 20 horses. We would be able to replace Big Red so we can have another rescue rig that can help so many animals now and in the future. That would be so incredibly amazing. I know this can happen, and I hate asking like this, but it's good for you to know where we are at this year financially. Financially, we are struggling. Though we haven't showed it at any point up to this point this year. This year has been hard, but we will continue to rescue, shelter, and protect as many precious lives as we responsibly can do so. Please do what you can to help us and take us out of this deficit. You can make a donation on our website or in the links below.